No better opportunity to show how that example is working through a partner who's seen it in action. I want to introduce John Brzezowski from Geocom and Bo Rick from Esri to tell you more about their experience.
Thank you, Rob, and thank you all for joining us here in beautiful Palm Springs. As you all may know, we have been making strides to advance ArcGIS inside of buildings with indoor GIS, and when we saw what Geocom was doing with indoor mapping, we just knew that we had to be working together more frequently, and I want to give JB the opportunity to share with you all today some of the work they're doing with indoor GIS.
Thanks, Bo. Geocom is a public safety location intelligence company. We're really all about helping our customers build and maintain the high level of detail, locally authoritative GIS data that they need to provision into their emergency 911 mapping applications that are used on a daily basis to save lives. Now, recently in the United States, the FCC has started requiring our nation's wireless carriers to calculate the indoor position of mobile phones during a 911 call. As you can imagine, that has created a huge requirement and demand for a new type of GIS data, indoor maps. To illustrate this, I'd like to share a brief video.
911, where is your emergency?
I'm trapped inside. I can't remember what room. Please send help.
In emergency response, every second counts. Up to 80% or more of our lives are spent indoors, and less than 1% of buildings have indoor maps for public safety use, creating an urgent need to develop indoor maps for key buildings in your jurisdiction. Emergency responders need more detailed information. An address point with no additional structure information gives inadequate indoor location context to first responders. Indoor Maps provides the next level of precise location information. Unlock the life-saving potential of indoor maps.
Now, when we first started building indoor maps for 911, we immediately realized that we had a significant issue with scale. There's over 125 million buildings in the United States. That's a lot of buildings. And even if we were to only map, say, 10 million buildings, just the largest buildings with, that are public in nature and lots of people passing through them, buildings where if there was a major emergency incident, it could have a large impact on human life and or a community, that's still an awful lot of buildings to map. So how are we going to address this challenge? Well, primarily in two ways. First of all, we've created a highly scalable, automated indoor map data production pipeline that enables us to build indoor maps from certain source documents really fast for a very low cost. That was the first part of the strategy. For the second part of the strategy, we really realized that we needed to start thinking differently about how we're going to go to market with this one. In the world of 911, there's only about 6,000 911 authorities across the entire United States. But yet, there's millions of businesses and buildings that could potentially need indoor mapping. So the other thing that we realized was that lots of these businesses and enterprises, they could utilize indoor mapping for a variety of different use cases outside of 911 and emergency response. Things like facilities management, space planning, all those different types of applications. All of those applications and business problems can be solved by ArcGIS indoors. So we really wanted to partner with Esri on ArcGIS indoors so that we could reach more enterprises and buildings to push our 911 use case. So our system can also export indoor maps in the ArcGIS indoors data format. We can help reduce the time that it takes to implement ArcGIS indoors systems by streamlining the map data build process. And we can also help ArcGIS indoors customers leverage their investment and get more value out of their investment by also providing a valuable life safety use case. We believe that this will help us proliferate our mission of proliferating indoor maps nationwide for 911.
That's fantastic. And I hope you all can see that there's a symbiotic relationship developing between Esri and Geocom. Our customers are their customers, and their customers are now seeing the opportunity with indoor GIS and becoming our customers again. So it's really a beautiful development and a long-standing collaboration between our organizations. And thank you to Rob for giving us the opportunity to share it with you all today.
Wonderful. Thank you both.